Viewer discretion of our parents and grandparents, aunties and uncles, do not watch this video
I
because
know, cause I definitely.
I'm no longer 13, honey. I'm grown. 20.
Look, our sister Yvonne warned you. This episode get real hot and juicy. Sister to Sister, episode 2. How do you tell a man he's not good in bed? So, y'all, what's our topic for this episode?
Talking about bad weeders and how you tell them about their weeders.
Wait a minute. Bad weirds. I thought we was talking about like them in bed, past the weeder part, because sometimes
Everything.
you can have little problems, but the sex is horrible. Okay? And sometimes you can have big blessings, but the dick is horrible. Okay? Let's talk about that.
Preach out.
Wait, y'all. So that means I'm gonna have to talk about past relationships because before my current relationship, I was like a semi-virgin. I was a virgin to good until I got into this relationship. So I'm gonna have to talk about past relationships.
Got that in there.
All right.
I was wondering where she was going with this. What do y'all consider bad sex experiences? Like, what makes it bad in y'all book? Because I know size and stuff don't matter. It could be big, it could be small, and it still be good. So, like, what makes it bad?
First of all, it's not the size of the boat.
It's
the motion of the ocean. Secondly, if I don't have no foreplay, no arousal, and you just no kissing, you just want to stick your inside of me like I'm supposed to just be wet because you sitting there. I am not 12. I'm not just wet because it's sitting next to me. You need to show me that you want me, arouse me. And also
he got
the 2-minute thing, because I'm not about to come in 2 minutes.
Like my very first experience of bad sex was actually me losing my virginity. And like it was horrible. Like when I say horrible, it was horrible. So like, I really do think that men don't know the anatomy of a woman's body. I've came to that conclusion. I've made that, and they think every vagina is the same. So basically, like the moral of the story was he took my virginity, which is like, go back to Aja, 2 minutes. And then he hopped up and was like, I can't believe I just was a virgin. And he was like, and you bled on my sheets. And he ran to the bathroom. So like, I don't even think you just go to the wee-wee. I think you go to the person. It go down to like the person's personality. And as soon as men get some cooter, some coochie, some of that, they just switch up because I was messing with him for a minute before that happened. And then, niggas switch up, like they switch their draws. So I think it really go down to the person more so than, they pee-wee because their egos be bigger than they pee-wee sometimes.
Like it's a connection thing. I don't care how good you think you could work your thing. If you and I have no type of connection, I'm not going to enjoy it. I can't just go and have sex with some random person because I'm horny and enjoy it. I need to feel some type of connection between me and the other person.
Well, in my past life, I'm reborn right now, but in my past life, girl, a connection, a sexual connection, a mental connection, it's a connection to me. And if I find you fine and, we do the do, it really just be like, how everybody, these new sexualities, like pansexual, you asexual and stuff like that. I feel like that plays a part into it too, because some people think their partner's fine and we think they ugly, and you attracted to that some type of way that makes you, aroused for that person at the,
Trinity, you quiet. Why are you so quiet?
I was trying to wait. I was trying to wait. I was trying to wait my little turn, okay? But I don't know. So I think a big turn off for me is when a nigga talk to me during sex. I don't like to be talked to.
What he be saying?
Oh, I got a
I
good
like when he
story.
talked to me.
No, because
Well,
some niggas will be trying to
No.
talk about, oh, I'm sorry for what I did. Oh, I'm this, and that. Like, first of all, you got to know what to say.
No, hell
Don't.
no.
I want you to talk to me, but you need to know what to say and how much. Too much talking is we having sex or we having a conversation?
Exactly, because
If
now
it's
I'm
a
just like, I wish
podcast
this nigga shut
or
up.
we having sex. Yes, shut up. You
so
talking
Trinity,
too much.
what you don't like when they say like what? Give us an example of what they be saying that you don't like.
Like, I don't like when they be like pepping themselves up, like while we having sex. Like, don't try to,
Like you,
yeah, like or like, yeah, you mine, and then like,
Whoa.
okay,
They been
This is
trying
my
to say
coochie,
who's is it? You be
okay?
like, you don't need
exactly,
to
like
tell them
my
no name.
relax.
It's mine.
But I think that's the biggest turn off for me. And I don't really know how to like. So if it's bad, I'm not like the type of girl that could be like, if it's bad sex, to be like, to just be able to like just be like, that was just terrible. If it's somebody like, you know, I don't really care about, I'm gonna just stop talking to him because we don't have nothing else to talk about. But
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie, I agree because I done been in some sticky situations where it has been trash. I mean, trash. Okay, and I didn't know what to do, you know, because I think about other people's feelings. I guess that's where I get, you know, messed up a little bit. I'll take into consideration of people's feelings. And I mean, I told, you know, of course, you talk to about, you know, to your closest friends, and they like, bitch, don't do that again. If a nigga is whack, let him know and get up. And I'm like, get up, like, what do you mean? So yeah, I'm still trying to figure out that in life. I had to tell a nigga that shit was whack. So how do y'all do?
so
If
you
it's
have
whack,
wait, so you have done that before,
yeah,
Shimon?
I have went through with the whole thing knowing that it was trash. I mean, completely
No, I'm
trash.
saying you told them before.
Like that it was trash.
Yeah,
No, I have never. I have went through the
okay.
whole thing
And that didn't enjoy it. Okay.
at
maybe,
all.
you know,
No,
you was
never.
trying to
I
give him
think
the
we all
benefit of
probably
the
have done
doubt.
that. Am I wrong? I think we all have done that,
But
and
the
I
thing
don't know
is,
why
I did it
women do
more than
that.
once. That's the problem. More than
Oh, see,
over
I
and
don't
that's
know
over
why
again.
women do
Within
it.
hours.
Y'all know how people say sex is not everything, but I feel like it's the root of a lot of stuff. Like if the sex not good and you in a relationship,
It's
sex
over.
is real intimate. It's you put somebody is inside of you, and when you're in a relationship, y'all probably going raw more than likely. Pieces of their body, their DNA is inside of you. For how long somebody say
Spiritually.
it's like, you
A
know,
lifetime. Also, I
so
feel like
yeah,
shit.
so when sex don't be good, it's just like the whole relationship fall apart. And I don't like when people be like, oh, you shouldn't be basing it off of sex. But it's like, okay, this person is getting pleased and I'm not.
well,
Everybody has
maybe
needs.
that, like, if it's a real relationship that you really want and the sex is bad, maybe like that's when you got to talk about it, or like try to bring in
It's
a sex
hard
toy or
talking, telling
something.
somebody because like Shimani said, I'm not, or you too, I'm not the person as well to just say, oh, this whack.
So like going back to what Aja said, so I'm that person. If like my past relationship, my only relationship I've ever been in, I really loved him. He wasn't the biggest I've ever been with, but every time we had sex, it hurt. Like when I tell you, like it hurt, and it was like every time we had sex, I either got a yeast infection, I got a UTI, and it was just like,
Your body telling you he is not.
yep, I had to notice that he was toxic for me,
I
and I
told
learned
you.
through sex that he was toxic for me. And like, whenever I have sex with somebody, and you know, I used to be that person. I had raw sex, and it don't agree with her. I bet this person's not for me. And it's like my body is speaking through me, and it's crazy because like, you know, that's where your root chakra is and everything, and that's really where your center is and where your intuition comes from and everything. And we be going against her. We really be going against her because I kept going back.
Sometimes it be too good, honey. You be like,
The love be too
That's a
good.
fact.
Like
It's,
I'm
it's the lust.
how do you
It's not the love. It's the lust.
know? Because I
It's
really
the lust that be
I
too
think you
good.
can love somebody and y'all not be like equally sexually like connected. 'Cause
Compatible.
the amount of
Okay.
love that I have for him, I will go to warm back to him, but sexually, I'm not satisfied.
Please.
But
So can I ask
I
a
have
question with you saying that then?
Huh?
So I'm just trying to put it together because you loved him as a person, but the sex, you really didn't care for the sex, or
Yes.
that's crazy. That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah, and
that could happen though. That's like
No, but
loving
I'm
the
like
sex and
Aja,
not loving the
it
person.
but see, I'm like Aja, it matters to me. I'm sorry. If it's trash, I don't want you. Like that plays a big
When
part
it
in me.
happened for so long, it starts to affect for real. Like,
Yeah, it does. Like I'm just like, I'm
you
not
start
into you.
noticing
Like
other stuff. Like you don't care about me that much to try to figure me out intimately like that.
So that's another thing. If we don't express it to them that we don't enjoy it, how would they know that they're supposed to change something
And
about it?
a lot of guys don't know how to get
Oh,
orgasms, or they don't know. It's so easy for them. No matter what, and I said this before, no matter what, you're gonna come. And that's
but why?
not fair. You should put more work in. So them men, them toxic men be the one that know how to work everything. And that sucks because they don't think
Some of the
relationship material, but
You're right, Aja. A lot, not all men, but a lot of men, they just worried about them coming. So that was me in my past relationships, but now that nigga will not come unless I tell him that I did, and he will hold that shit
well, what's
until
the
I
prayer
tell
you
him
and
that I
Sierra
did.
said? Because I'm
I
But
got a question.
you're right. It is like it does matter. It's not everything, but it does matter because sex is not only for pleasure. Let me tell you right now, that's a stress reliever. It is an energy booster. It could be a sleeping pill. It can help you go to sleep well. It helps with your mental. It goes with a lot of things. It's not just, to have a baby or to just get pleasure. So it does it's important. So I agree with Aja, and who else said, oh, Shamani and Vontae, really, she was saying like how she loved him, but the sex wasn't there for her. And y'all not together anymore, right, Vontae? Are y'all together?
not that nigga's toxic.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a question.
What's your question, Yvonne?
So like, why y'all? Why? I'm not gonna say y'all. Why are we? Because I was scared to tell a few niggas. I mean, a few men. That it wasn't good. But why are we scared when they quick to tell us like your arch not right, or you not throwing it back
that's
right,
tea.
or
Like,
it's not
you
it
big
wasn't
as
wet
that? My
enough
mouth
or
ain't that
something.
big.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't. Experienced that. But like, it was
No,
something
I
he
get what you're
said.
saying. They don't necessarily say your arch not right, but they could be like arch your back a little bit. Like, I'm not
Yeah,
doing it right already. What you mean?
yeah, like but with my past relationship, he would tell me, how he would like to be pleased to improve it. You know, so like, are we not supposed to have those conversations with him? Like, that I would like it if you lick my clit more than you lick the actual hole, or like you played with it while you was licking it. Like, why don't we have those conversations with them to improve on their sex? Well, we scared their ego gonna get bruised.
I think that's what it is.
Are we scared they're gonna leave us
So
and go
that's
chase the next bitch?
Yeah.
Because
I think that it depends on the relationship,
hurt nobody feelings.
because with the relationship I'm in now, I be telling him like if something wrong or if I want him to do something and he don't get offended. Like,
That's good.
but
But
I
you do
feel
it
like this
afterwards or
relationship,
during?
huh?
Do you do it afterward? You tell him afterwards or during?
Afterwards, not during. I'm not gonna coach you, but like afterwards,
you
I
gotta
tell
coach,
him.
honey. Because I be telling
But
them during. That hurt.
the
Don't do that.
well, yeah, if
Hit
it
us on
hurt,
the
I'm gonna
side
say
more.
so. Shit.
Go
You can't
down
just
some
sit
more.
there and be going through pain. But if it's like, something that could be better, it'll help. But I feel like this relationship the sexual part was different from my other relationships. And maybe because I'm getting older, I don't know, or maybe because I don't know, but the way that this went is different.
Vontae,
So
what
you
you
feel
want
like,
to say something,
oh, go
Vontae?
ahead.
Yeah, so like I was having this conversation with my friends the other night, and one of them got a boyfriend, and the other one don't. And the one who don't have a boyfriend, she was like telling the girl who has a boyfriend to, be active. She played with herself. And her boyfriend was on the phone and he got mad and he was like, no, she don't do that and all this other stuff. So my friend who didn't have a boyfriend, she took the friend who had a boyfriend to the sex store and they bought her a toy. And her boyfriend really got mad at her for that and felt like that was just out of place and stuff like that. So one for me to say that is the girl who had the boyfriend, she was like, no, I don't play with myself. One, that's the problem because you don't know what you personally like. And you can't even like the reason why a lot of women don't speak up is because they don't know what they like and they never explored that. And two, I feel like it's a problem because one, why are you allowing a man to dictate your sexuality? And two, why does he feel like it threatens his like y'all's relationship because you have a toy?
That's men though, cause my boyfriend, his sister own a sex toy company, and we be at pop-up shops and stuff, and they be like, oh no, she don't need that or she don't want that. But first of all, a man can't do everything that a toy could do. Like these toys got it where it could go up your butt, up your cooch, and vibrate on your click at the same time. Sir, you can't do all that.
And they got the pocket stuff.
The holy grail, baby, all three at the
Men
same
be
time.
intimidated because you can, like, during sex, men will get upset if you start playing with your clit during sex, and like, there's nothing wrong with that.
Who got upset with that? Because almost everybody that I've had, and it has been a lot. When I put the regular, they sometimes will take my hand and do it, like make me do it for me, like.
Oh, yes, that's happened. It's intimidation. They think that some men think the toy or you doing something while they're doing something is showing that he not doing enough, or and they just get intimidated.
That man, he need to get off me from that point.
Exactly,
I'm like,
he lame.
get off me, cause you boring. You not. You inexperienced. I must be your first time, so you gotta go. Like, no.
But that comes with, just like what she said, if a female don't explore themselves and men don't explore themselves, or explore with their partner, you can explore with each other as well, especially if it's your first time or you just not that experienced. Your partner before was lame and now you don't have a lame partner. Like,
I feel like some men do be thinking that you will, like when you experience, because you know your body and you like experiment with new toys and new positions, and you go to the next nigga, the next man, they be like, oh, you a freak, or who taught you this, or you nasty, and blah blah blah.
This Pornhub taught it to me. First of all,
I don't like porn. I don't do. It's too fake for me. They be like, nah, I can't do it. So like,
I don't like pornos. That's nasty. I'm sorry. I can't watch somebody else have sex.
I don't think
should
I
be
ever
yourself.
could get into that either.
but like, no, I taught myself this. Like, this was fun.
I watch my own. I make my own, and we watch them together. But I
How
can't.
much do I want to say on this show?
Well, honey, you have said a lot so far.
But sometimes homemade porn is nice.
I'd rather watch like
rocking
of friends, or somebody, because it's like more authentic. Like that camera stuff, the porn, it be too fake.
Why
so I really don't know.
Homemade videos, not the production ones.
Oh, I just
can't. I can't watch nobody else, but I could watch myself.
I would rather do it right. I would rather do it.
It's a whole mirror right next to my bed. Let me shut up.
I feel like that's like a really good to get yourself to like break up. get yourself to get there is watching yourself.
Mhm.
Because I'd be like, dang, I'm fine.
Right.
That's what I say. I'll be like, oh, look at me. Look at
It
me.
gets it hypes you up. You be like, baby, you look in the mirror. You be telling him to look too. Like, look, do you see what I see?
And just that energy that flow between y'all because y'all both conceited in yourself at that moment.
Okay, so I got a question. So for the ones that's single, and we have to tell, like, well, not have to, but we might encounter telling our next partner, hey, you doing this wrong. How would you go about that now? Like, how would you be like, yeah, this, would you wait till after sex or tell him during sex? Because I feel like 9 times out of 10, I tell them during sex because you're not about to get your nut and then I'm sitting here looking stupid. Because afterwards, if you ask me if I came, I'm going to be like, no. They were like, for real? No, did not. And I'm about to sit here and make myself come since you couldn't get the job done.
Period.
So like, how would you go about telling them for the ones that was scared or not scared, but like didn't care to tell them?
I never told anybody. I just went to the bathroom and finished myself. Yes, I'm not that I don't know how to say it nicely, I feel like.
I don't know if there is a nice way because they're most likely gonna get offended either way. But I guess it depends on the guy because some men might not get intimidated or they might get like, it might hurt their pride a little bit, but like they'll take what you're saying into consideration. But most of them, I don't know. I just feel like sex is like a real like power thing for men, or maybe not power thing. Maybe that's the wrong word, but like that's really where their ego sit.
It's a booster. It's a booster.
Yeah.
So in that relationship that I was talking about, I actually did tell him that, like, I was like, I'm not enjoying sex with that. Um, and he was actually really receptive to it. He was like, all right, what you not enjoying it? Or like when I was in pain, I would let him know like, hey, this ain't working. Like, I don't know what you're doing, but I don't know what I'm like. Ain't nothing wrong with me, it's wrong with you. So we need to figure out like what to do. And he would really like, it wouldn't even be about his nut anymore. It would only be about me. So regardless, like if we couldn't have like physical sex, I would still get pleased. And then just like overall, because I just had this conversation the other day. Overall, I just stopped caring about men's emotions. I really did because at the end of the day, they don't care about our emotions. So I'm gonna let you know that hey, yo, Peter Reader was trash, and I'm just gonna let the person like let you know for the next person on, so you're not out here just having women talk about you. Because when you find out that like you got the same body with a girl and y'all sit there and compare notes and y'all can all talk
Honey.
about how trash his Peter Weeder is, that's sad. It's really sad. I find it very like comical, but it's sad on his end because it's like, dang, nobody told him, and he thinking he doing a really good job. I feel like that could be a ego booster. Let me tell you where you wrong at.
Because a lot of men, when you tell them, they be like, all right, let me. And sometimes you don't even got to tell them, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes they'll be like, I looked up, I need a round two. But when you tell them, if you do have to tell them, someone will still come back and be like, all right, I need to redeem myself. What's up? It's either you got to give them that chance, and you can ask. Shelby, I think I told you, and Vontae, I think I told you. I think I told y'all like y'all didn't tell me about a bad sex experience. I'm like, you know what? You got to give it. You got to second chances always
Not
matter because not all the time, but you gotta try it twice. Like you gotta tell them what happened, then you gotta try it twice. Because sometimes men be excited because they've been waiting on you for a long time. You know that man has been chasing you for like months and stuff, and then you finally give them something. They come like 2 minutes because they be really excited. The next time you be like, girl.
Yeah, but what about the second time? What about if it's still bad the second time? Then what?
Oh, then honey, he's part of the bad batch.
Because
you know how you got like good.
Yvonne, somebody cousin just you know, everybody was hyping him up, and then I came back and I told y'all, and I'm like, I'm not talking to him no more. And then they was like, well, maybe just tell Shelby to give him another chance and blah blah blah.
Not tell Shelby.
That's
You know what
different.
my dumb self did? I gave him another
That
chance.
was different because a dude was hyping him up. His
That's-
cousin that was
gay.
a dude was hyping him up. How do he know what his sex game is like? Because you're a dude. Do y'all be like helping
Yep.
each other? Like, no, I didn't even
They
believe
do.
him because the person. No, the person, his cousin don't even look like his is A1.
Girl, be quiet.
Conclusion that men who talk about their like how good their penis is, their pee-wee, have trash penis. Like, if you have to hype yourself up, you have trash. There's one guy, every time, like, we had sex twice, and it was like, you know, you go back to see if it's good. Each time he pulled out a Magnum, and he was not a Magnum, and I was like, you want to use the one that you got.
It was like real loose.
Niggas really be doing that shit. They swear that shit fit in a Magnum and it don't. Like, why would you even do that?
And then it's
I
like,
seen it.
in the time, it was from, it was like 6-7 months. Nah, it was like, it was like 8 months between, and he's still using Magnums. And I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna head out because you put shit on my vagina, I'm gonna be mad. So,
Okay, so I have a question. What about guys who just be dropping their kids in you without permission? I
That's
think,
partly our fault. Cause why we ain't make them wrap it up? I mean, I be putting the blame on them, but like,
but what if you
niggas
have a
reckless.
conversation beforehand?
Niggas lie. Why do we trust them? They lie all the time anyway.
That's true. I guess.
I blame my baby daddy that I'm pregnant, but it's really both our fault. Like, he told me he pulled out, but he pulled out after he came to me. So I mean, he lied and told the truth at the same time. So like, it's both our fault.
No, I blame him.
My child wasn't playing
But
either.
I blame him.
Shelby.
I blame him too, but like,
Trinity, I'm with you. I blame you guys. Because how the hell you been doing just fine? And then,
Okay.
oops, but nigga, ain't no oops.
they be doing it on purpose. I'm telling y'all. How you doing just fine, like you said, and then all of a sudden, where your kids at?
your phone ringing lit.
As Ashanti said, y'all had that good that just one like that. You know, it was just real good that one time he couldn't get out.
Mm-mm.
Y'all got
They
that good.
have some type of birth control.
It was Jadarius.
Why?
Trying to test it.
Huh?
They're trying to test men having birth control.
They need to, because why all the responsibility got to be put on us all the time?
300.
Okay.
That's
No
what.
for it.
You know what? That's about to really slow down the population.
The population
It's about to
already
decrease the
slowed
population because they really gonna make sure they take that so they don't get they
They
side
not gonna
females
take it.
No, they're
pregnant.
not.
They not gonna take
Yes,
it.
they
When
are.
they start
I
getting those
think they
when they
gonna.
start getting those side effects and stuff, they can't handle it. Like the side effects that we get from birth control, they're gonna get too, and they're not gonna be able to handle that shit. Like
Like what? They ain't gonna be bleeding.
they not they not gonna be
What if
bleeding. But
they get
they gonna be
fat?
having like they're gonna have like mood
Oh,
swings,
yeah,
weight
like
gains, like all the other stuff that comes with it. They're not gonna like that. When all they have
Be
to
real
do
with you.
is get a simple vasectomy. That's reversible. It's reversible.
Period. Not somebody that he need to get one by this time. But them niggas don't want to do it. They feel just,
I don't want my
they
man
feel like a
scared
little
me. I'm
snip is
scared.
it's hard, but they don't understand that if if we
Like
little females to get our tubes tied or something, it's a whole life surgery under procedure recovery, and they gotta do is hurt for a little 2 weeks, and they gonna be a-okay.
I'm sorry. I don't want my man to do that.
Why?
So you
Why?
still want more kids?
Seems scary too, though. It do a vasectomy.
Because like what if that make it not work no more? Like
no,
no.
a
But what
vasectomy
about
ain't
you? What about you?
a vasectomy
That
ain't
is
nothing
about
but
her.
I still work.
I'm gonna tell you how a vasectomy works. All they do, they don't even put them to sleep. All they do is lay some surgical paper around the balls. They make a small incision and they expose the little it's not a vein, but the tube that the sperm travel through, and they cut it and they burn it. The whole time they on morphine. Their the sac is they inject it with anesthesia so they can't feel it.
That's my friend. I don't
You
want them
come,
to
you
They not gonna
come
change.
after that though, so no comment's gonna come out after that.
You're gonna ejaculate. It's just not
You're
gonna
gonna,
be.
it's just dead sperm. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
the sperm. His sperm
Oh,
count is
that's
gonna be
my
really, really low.
friend. No, y'all playing with my friend.
No, you just like playing with kids. That's it.
Period.
You just like playing with-
No, I like playing with my friend. And
They not going nowhere. Your friends will
Girl,
not. They
she
don't cut
sound
the
like her
balls off
mama
or
talking
nothing.
about some my friend.
They don't go. The friends don't go
Fuck.
nowhere.
no, when
Okay.
y'all don't know, y'all must not understand what I'm saying. My friend, you talk about they about to
We
clip.
know your friend, girl. We know all three of them. It's 3 friends. Okay, we know you love all 3 of the friends.
Nothing happens to the long friend. Nothing happens to him
You
at
sure?
all. He's still gonna get hard.
Period.
All of that.
I'm
And
scared.
honestly,
He just shoot blank so you can't get pregnant. That's it.
there sometimes they don't even work. My roommate, her mom had a tube tie, her dad had a vasectomy. How's she here?
Oh,
If
before
he had a vasectomy, they didn't cut it far enough.
You tied this. They don't tie them. I've seen this. They cut a little slit in the thing, and it could grow back. They just cut a slit. There's nothing being tied. I was in a surgery in nursing school. I
so
seen
why
it.
they call it tubes tied?
I don't
I
know.
know.
I promise you, all that surgeon did was cut a little slit with that little thing. And yeah, and it could grow back. It happens all the time. And that man probably ain't really getting no vasectomy. Or a live sperm was the strongest one and got through or something. I don't know.
You know, some kids out here just miracles, and I guess she one of them.
That part, they blessings that Lord wanted them to be here.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a question to everybody. I would like everybody to answer. Trinity already kind of said it, but what is your biggest turn off during sex?
Me not having no orgasm or foreplay. I'll put foreplay first because that's really big with me.
Shamani.
Man, nobody, it can't last long. Like, oh my God, yo. That kills me. Like, can we, even if the first round don't last long, don't go to sleep. Don't give me round 2 at least. That's how I look at it. But damn, can we at least go for some hours? Because I guess where my issue is, I was, some people say, a lesbian before I really started officially messing with men. So sex me that for a long time, a very, very, very long time. So switch over to men and their power of not lasting so long has made it difficult in my sex life. So niggas that can't last long is a true turn on.
Sarai.
I think mine is kind of like Shamani. I don't like when someone can't match my energy. And it's not that you have to last long. I just match my energy, like my previous relationship, we didn't have to go long because he matched my energy. He knew exactly what spots to hit in order to get me there, so we wouldn't have to last long. That's the path that we chose. But like, don't be boring. I hate being boring during sex. Like, I hate it. I'm a spontaneous person. I ain't saying I gotta stick my finger in your butt or nothing, but like, I just like having fun. Handcuffs, food, anything, something fun. I don't want to do the same thing over and over because sex get boring after a while, the same person. So you gotta spice it up. Like, so yeah, that's my biggest turn off.
Trinity, do you have another one?
Let me think.
Are we gonna go to Shelby and we're gonna come back to you?
Yeah.
I think mine is like trying to switch positions when you see that I'm feeling this position that we are currently in. Like, you clearly see that I'm just enjoying it and you trying to flip me over. Like, really? Now I'm not enjoying it. I'm gonna flip over. But now you just gonna get this dry attitude from me because you
I be telling them no. I be like, no. No.
I don't think I have another one really.
Okay.
I really think there's that, and they were like, "Is it mine?" Because I told a nigga a few times no. And it just
I'm sorry. I know y'all were talking about. We were talking about
turn on.
talking, and I don't mind talking. Earlier, we were talking about them
Oh,
talking
yeah.
during sex. And I don't mind them talking, but don't be like, oh, who pussy is
Yes, I do
this?
not
Who
like
this
that.
belong to? Don't ask
Yeah.
me
Cause
that. Because you already know. I'm giving it to you.
it gotta be.
You already know
But I'm gonna be
what it
funny and I'm
is.
gonna tell you, not
At
yours.
least for the
Period. I'm like, not yours. Like, you can either keep hitting this or what? You want to stop? Cause I can call who's it is for real if you want to play. Hey, I hate
You
you.
playing dangerous games.
They playing dangerous games, not me. You want to be funny?
I have a good
I'll-
question because Yvonne said I might stick my finger in your butt. So how y'all feel about guys who want they behind eating?
no,
Who
I
gonna
don't
Oh,
eat it?
I don't
He's
like
not Dwayne
okay,
Wade and
exactly.
Gabrielle
Who?
Union. No, thank you.
Who gonna eat it? Because I wish a nigga would ask me that shit. I wish a nigga would.
no, I'm not gonna
Exactly,
do
because
it.
baby, you need a boyfriend.
And I understand.
Spot is back there.
I know. I understand that G spot is in their butt, but honey,
They
you
don't
want
like
me to lick? Niggas don't even know how to wipe properly. They
Okay,
talking
what
about
about do y'all lick the gooch? Like, you know, the little
if it accidentally slipped down there, I can't help
Pause.
it.
you know that little space between the balls.
Yes, the
It's
space
under the
between.
balls.
The gooch, you know.
Yeah, if my tongue accidentally slipped under there, cause I do give the balls some play. Then yeah,
But I'm not about to just aim for that.
yeah, no, I can't.
No, I never did the finger in the butt thing either.
I'm not doing the finger in the butt.
I leave all
I
that
barely like the
alone.
finger in my butt.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, sometimes when I'm on the bottom, I'll like grab his butt cheeks and like push us both close because I'm in it. But I'm not about to be playing with his ass and with his butt and his butthole. I'm not doing that. No.
Oh, yeah.
I had an experience I want to share with y'all after the recording because
Okay, I got one more question. So, do y'all like anal? Oh,
no.
booty.
Do
No,
you see
I
this?
don't like
You see this
it.
hole? That's what my butt look like. Do you think anything can? No, it hurts too much.
I don't like it. I don't even get any
Yeah, I
pleasure out
tried
of
it
it.
some years ago. It's not pleasurable.
It makes you feel like you got a boo boo
Yeah.
all the time, right? Like stop, because I feel like I'm about to shit any minute.
I do be feel like
So I can say I haven't tried it.
So do you
And I
like
don't want to try it. I don't want to try it.
is that
I'm
different?
good.
What you said about her?
yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not even going to
I
try
don't want
to
to try it.
convince you.
I don't want to try it. I'm good. Mm-mm.
I
Do you have like
tried
a thumb
it.
in the
Just
butt or no?
you gotta try things.
What you say,
I
Vontae?
said, do y'all like a thump in the butt or no? That's the same thing as anal.
Yes,
like
but make
oral
sure your
version of it.
nails is clean and like you gotta do it the right way. Don't scratch me. Does that make
It
sense?
depends. Yeah,
So
that
I
makes
can say never had a man do it, but when a woman did it, it was
They come in
okay.
your butt?
It was okay.
You don't put it all the way in, but like you know,
No. It's not all the way in. No, they don't
like
put it
I
all.
like it sometimes. Some people thumbs be too big. My butthole is really. It's like that's the true version right there. Cause it's too tight, honey. Like I can't do it. So like, if your thumb too big, I'm like, listen, I'm about to shit on you or fart. Just take it out, cause I don't like it. And then
I don't think I'm
I
the
like
ass
it.
play.
No, I just thought no. It depends on the aspect. Because I like my butt being. I love my booty being bit on and like tongue kiss,
Oh yeah,
like
that's
the
touch
cheek.
different.
and rub.
Don't mess with the
That's
hole.
a big turn
You
on.
don't mess with the hole.
Yeah, don't mess with the hole. But the cheeks, go for it, honey. Tongue kiss my cheeks, bite on it. Ooh, like ooh.
That's a big. If you do that before, that could be all the foreplay.
Okay, so we talked about the worst time, right? Like what made it bad. So, what was your best experience? You don't have to say who it was with, but just what was your best and I know y'all remember this because I remember mine.
Oh, who gonna go first?
I'll go first.
Ready.
Yes, big sister.
So, the best time was, I'm not gonna lie, it was in the car in the driver's seat of his Jag. He don't have that car anymore, but we both don't know how it got accomplished because the driver's seat, the steering wheel behind you is like, but no, him and I both talk about that all the time. That always come up. So that was the best time that I can think of.
Oh, your camera went out. Okay.
It was just amazing.
Ooh.
I don't even know how we did it. That's how amazing it was.
Because he did.
It was magic.
Yeah, because
Right.
my man is big. So, but we made it happen. We both don't know how it happened, but
when you determine and you set your mind.
I had my leg all up and stuff like that.
When you set your mind on something, honey, you get it accomplished. You understand.
So like I don't think there's like just one specific time, but there was one person. And it was just like each time it was amazing. And a fun fact about him, he was uncircumcised. So it was like, yeah, and it was the best Pee-wee I've ever had. It was the cleanest Pee-wee.
You said he wasn't?
Yeah.
Yeah, she said he was uncircumcised. Wait a minute, I ain't never had that. Please tell me more.
I
Figure it out.
that that's the best.
It
I
was
ain't gonna lie, but
beautiful. Like, oh, it was so beautiful. Like, I fumbled that back. He technically fumbled that back, but like, yeah, there was just one good time. So we exchanged Christmas gifts because it was Christmas. And what's cute was, so he didn't celebrate Christmas. He was Muslim. So he celebrated Christmas because I celebrated Christmas. So he bought me a gift because of that. So he comes over, we exchange gifts and everything. And my favorite movie is The Grinch. And we had sex while watching The Grinch. And it was just like the best time ever. Like, it sounds real. And you know how like earlier Sarah was like, just do that thing to get you just going, you just flowing everywhere. He wasn't the first, but it was just like, yo, did I really just pee on myself? Oh, that's not pee. Like, how it was just like, oh, she talking to you. It was just great. That's like when people talk about like uncircumcised.
Oh, she talking to you.
I'd be like, I can't relate because it wasn't even weird looking. Like it looked very normal. It smelled amazing every time. Like
I gotta think because I got
A few.
Yeah.
It happens like that sometimes, honey. Cause
I got two.
All right, well, tell us both of them.
Dang, y'all, we gonna post this. Okay, so the first one I would say, I don't know. He just knew what to do, and we didn't talk about it. And I don't know. It was good. And we did pretty much everything. Besides, the booty play in the hole. But yeah, like he waited for me to get mine. And even after that, he was still, like it was comforting. It was, I don't know, he was acting like he was my soulmate. It was.
He was trying to get you to fall in love, honey.
Oh, I know. Oh.
And look at her thinking.
So ratchet in the car moment, and you just like, this is just.
But I wasn't in a relationship with him, so.
Yeah.
It wasn't while you were in a relationship with him?
No, we was never in a relationship. We still friends.
He tried to make you fall in love. I can't be friends with nobody like that because I'd be looking at who you giving that dick to. No, I cannot because I'll be upset. I swear I cannot.
Sometimes things just happen, but we are good friends now.
And look at you
seem
reminiscing.
so sad. Oh my
I'm about to say, look at her reminiscing like she let a good one go.
That's a conversation for another time.
All right, Shamani.
I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. I don't think I have experienced that yet. I'm still waiting. I think I'm really am still waiting. Yeah, that's me being honest. I really think that I'm still waiting because
Even with a girl, like, if you haven't had like no spontaneous, like, even with a girl.
we gonna find you somebody, honey, because I cannot.
honey,
No, I
by
want
this
you to
time,
experience the outer body experience. Like,
I
We're gonna
do
send you
too.
on some
Wait,
blind
wait, wait, wait,
dates.
wait, wait, wait. Let me say something. Hold on. I'm gonna say this, and y'all gonna think I'm petty, but I'm gonna be honest. I think the most spontaneous time with the person I have had is with myself, and that's me being completely honest.
That's not being petty.
it happens
You know,
like
That's
this.
not being petty.
Yeah, like my whole body left my soul, and you know,
None
I
of
get
that
what
song
people
came,
do.
Michelle.
I'm not gonna lie. I used to ask
give
people,
love
how
to
do you know
myself.
when you have orgasm before? And somebody was like, your body get hot, and I'm like, what? I've never experienced that before. But when I did myself, I said, I know what they're talking about now. Your body does get very, very hot. So I'm just waiting for God to send my lucky man, and we shall have fun. That's all I hope for. So y'all,
Are yours.
for real, I want to feel what y'all feel because, honey, I ain't felt it yet.
Okay.
I think that's how I got pregnant.
If you
She's stupid.
let's say that, come on, let's go. That's how you got pregnant. So tell us about it.
So I think I got like 2 of them. So I told y'all his sister sells sex toys. And that's why I said that this relationship with sex kind of went differently, because we did implement a lot of that stuff in there. And it was new for like both of us because we ain't never like used sex toys as a collaborative measure, I guess. Shit, I don't know. But we never used them with somebody else. So that was really nice of our first time like using them. And we had like, made the bed real nice, put everything all on the bed and stuff. And it was really all about me, basically, because he was like experimenting with them and trying to like, you know, please me and see how this worked and see how this worked. It was really cool. And then the second time we was drunk. And this was when, you know, quarantine had like, you know, was like really in its prime. I don't know, or it was really in a prime for us because we had like so many bottles because for his birthday, he had said that he just basically wanted to try different liquors, and everybody was like buying him like expensive, like different alcohol. And we was just sitting in the room and we was drinking. And we had this thing like when we'll drink and then like we'll be tipsy and like just be talking about everything. And then, you know, it leads to sex. And it was just a whole bunch of different stuff just going on. It was a lot. It was definitely a lot. And I really do think that's how I got pregnant. It was that night because we was trying some different stuff. We was in some different positions, all twisted up, one leg down, one up. It was crazy. And I think that's how it happened. That's why I'm pregnant.
Trini, you a freak. She a freak alert.
You definitely have a quarantine baby girl.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you for watching Sister to Sister episode 2. Now, tell us your stories because we want to know. When was your best time? When was your worst time? Have you ever told a man that he was bad in bed? Drop your stories in the comments below. And don't forget to tune in next week for our next topic.